Wow. 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 Fucking wow. Jesus Christ. What a deadline day that was, unless you're a Sunderland fan, of course, but we'll touch on that later. Jesus, what an up and down roller coaster day that was. So I'm going to have the best, the worst, and the most, quite frankly, fucking bizarre signing. It was a fucking topsy-turvy day, wasn't it? So we'll touch on what happened sort of first thing in the morning. Rumours about David Luiz going back to Chelsea, which was rather bizarre. I thought, nah, it's got to be one of those, one of those dodgy rumours you see plastered all over Sky Sports. They'll never come to fruition. Boy, was I fucking wrong. Jesus Christ. And I've got to say, by far, if it wasn't for one other player, David Luiz would have been by far been the best signing of the deadline day, that's for sure. So yeah, £30 million, daylight fucking robbery from PSG. And I like what David Luiz said, he has unfinished business at Chelsea. So I wonder whether that means maybe he has unfinished business with Jose Mourinho, who's at Manchester United. Sounds rather convenient, doesn't it, to be honest with you? Unfinished business with Chelsea, eh? So the only logical thing I can think of is maybe Jose Mourinho, because there was rumours about them having a bit of a rift, wasn't there? So, but nonetheless, we'll move on, because that completed the topsy-turvy day. Now we're going to touch on Slimani going to Leicester, and I've got to say, by far, this is probably the best signing I've seen on deadline day, because apparently they'd agreed the fee on Tuesday night and everything was set in place, and then it just seemed to drag on and on and on and on and on until eventually Leicester, I believe they're signing for £29 million, I believe it was. Took their spending up to 70 million in the summer, more than double what Sunderland have spent. Ridiculous, man, isn't it? Absolutely fucking ridiculous. So yeah, but by far, Slimani, anyone who watches football knows what he's about, knows what he can do. Where Jamie Vardy, where this long bullshit just keeps failing for Leicester, Slimani gives him a different sort of attacking style player, which is good. Bit of competition for Vardy, might even force Vardy out, who knows? So it's going to be interesting to see where he's going to fit up. Would he go up alongside Jamie Vardy? Hold the ball up, because he can hold the ball up pretty well. So it's going to be interesting to see definitely where he'll slot in to that Leicester team. So moving on, we're going to touch on the most. So he was the best by far and by large. The most bizarre transfer, and I don't mean to disrespect any Bournemouth fans here whatsoever. Jack Wilshere to Bournemouth. He could have chose Crystal Palace, but he chose Bournemouth. Yeah. Yeah, I know one of his friends who he went through the Arsenal Academy with is at Bournemouth, but I think it's Benica Phobe. But Bournemouth? Jack Wilshere? I mean, he wants to try keep his England career going, but he's chose to go to Bournemouth. Logically, wouldn't you go to somewhere like Crystal Palace, where you can fight for your place and prove you're worth the England team? But Bournemouth, you are going to start every game, but it doesn't mean you're proving your worth. And like I said, I'm not disrespecting Bournemouth fans here. They've got a good club. They just, last season they by far and by large deserved to stay in the Premier League, that's for sure. But the most bizarre transfer goes Jack Wilshere to Bournemouth. It's, no-brainer. So we're going to touch on the worst transfer. And no, it's not a Sunderland transfer either, thank God. But, it's the cowardly little rat, former Geordie bastard, Moussa Sissoko. So Spurs began the day inquiring about him in a bid believed to be around 15 to 17 million pounds. Newcastle was standing firm. They wanted 30 million. They'd even accept 5 payments of 6 million. 30 million for that fucking idiot. 30 million. All I'm going to say, Spurs fans, is fucking enjoy. What a donkey you've just signed. Actually, no, donkeys are more useful. So Everton placed a bid late on £30 million. Everything's set in stone. Agents have agreed the lot, contracts, the whole works. A few representatives from Everton tried to contact Moussa Sissoko. No, couldn't get in touch. Couldn't get through. Ronald Koeman personally tried phoning him to welcome him to the club. He didn't answer the phone. Instead, he decides to jump that deal without being a man about it and saying, no, I don't want to join. Scampers off down to Tottenham and signs for Tottenham instead for £30 million. This guy is a fucking little rat bastard. He really is. And you know what, quite frankly, he'd fit right in at Newcastle still, wouldn't he? Honest to fucking God, what a rat you are, Sissoko. At least have the bollocks. You have the nerve to call yourself a footballer. Have the bollocks to say, no, I don't want to move. What's hard about that? Ronald Koeman phoned you. Oh, yeah, I don't want to move anymore. What's hard about that? I'm going to Tottenham instead. Fair enough, yeah, Everton will be pissed off, but now you're going to have fucking half of Liverpool booing the shit out of you every time you touch that ball. And you've gone to fucking Tottenham, where, quite frankly, they've got a player already miles better than you in Dele Alli. Dele Alli is he's not a fucking ace. Neither Sissoko by any stretch of the imagination. He had, like I said, he had 2, at the most 3 good games at the Euros for France. That was it. And they slap a £30 million price tag on him. Fuck off. To be honest, Spurs giving you 15 to 16 million. Fucking Jesus Christ, that's being generous. More than generous for that bag of fucking shite. So yeah, the worst transfer goes to that cowardly little rat bastard, Moussa Sissoko. Well done. Well done on pissing off half of Liverpool, who are going to be scratching and chomping at the bit when you fucking play Everton. Jesus Christ, I would not want to be you. So we'll move on to Sunderland signings. So, oh fucking hell. Club record fee of £13.6 million for Didier Ndong. Now this is basically, technically, Sunderland's answer to Leicester's N'Golo Kante last season in a way. He's only 22, he's got a bit of pace about him, which is good. He's a midfielder and he is fantastic at holding up the ball. And he can, poor fucking hell can he, Jesus Christ. Because I've done a lot of research on him, because I've never heard of him, so I had to do a lot of research yesterday. Well, last night when I finished work. And my God, can he pick out pinpoint passes to attackers or what? He is the sort of player that we need. Yeah, imagine the attacking version of Jan Kirchhoff. Can hold up the ball, pinpoint passes. He's going to be ideal. He's going to fit right in. The only problem I've got though is with the players we've fucking signed, we are the new Newcastle United, relying on youngsters. What are we playing at? I mean, seriously, where's the money to spend? And we'll spend a club record fee, right, on someone who isn't proven in the Premier League, but then when it comes to Jan and Villa, we'll sign him on a pre-contract to start in January, because they won't cough up £7 million. £7 million. The money you got at the start of this season for this new TV rights deal, you can't afford £7 million. He's only got 6 months on his contract. I don't give a shit. Fork out the money, the fans wanted it. The last thing, and I can guarantee this, that any Sunderland fan wanted to see Jan and Villa pre-contract. That is the last hyphenated word that any of us wanted to see. Yeah, Ellis Short is a spineless, gutless fucking coward. So we've signed Denia from Manchester City, a wing back, which is good to see because we are short in that. He has had a bit of Premier League experience, thank God. Unlike the Man United duo, fuck me. But yeah, obviously, so we've also got Manquillo as well. So we've actually got a bit of cover in defence, thank fuck. Makes a bloody change. Obviously, we've got the likes of Catamol and Jan Kirchhoff to come back, which is, thank God, bloody good. But you know, deadline day just fucking sucked for Sunderland fans. We're expecting at least 3 or 4 players through the door, and we got, and that's what we got. Yeah, you know, it's just, it's fucking stupid. We missed out on a goalkeeper because they ran out of time, and they're pissing and moaning all week long. Yeah, we need a goalkeeper. We need a goalkeeper. You know, we need to bring someone in. Manole's out for a while. You've had over a week to bring a goalkeeper in. You leave it till deadline day. Oh, we're trying to find one. Trying to find one. You had a week to fucking find one. I could have probably found a goalkeeper in a fucking day. Every Sunderland fan could have found a goalkeeper in a fucking day. Honest to fucking God. And here's the clubs like the likes of Stoke, Everton. They're the same boat as fucking Sunderland. They're splashing all this money and we're not. Well, I tell you what, fucking if by any chance Ellis Short sees this fucking video, and yeah, I know it's shite, so you leave your fucking crappy comments below. I couldn't give a shit. But if any chance Ellis Short sees this fucking video, then Jesus Christ, come January, we need 3 or 4 fucking players, goalkeeper, midfielder, and at least 2 fucking strikers, because we can't just keep relying on Defoe. And we at least need you to fork out some fucking cash, a good 10 to 20 million each. And you'll have no fucking excuses. You tightened your wallet this transfer window. And quite frankly, if you don't do it in January, then you can go and fuck yourself. It's as simple as that. Fuck off back to America, because we don't want you here. 10 to 20 million, 4 players each in January. It's as simple as that. You've got no excuses. You need to loosen your fucking wallet, you money grabbing little prick. So, that being said, to recap, I mean, Jesus Christ, it was a fucking mental day. It really was. Missing out on the goalkeeper at the last minute because of the fucking paperwork. Paperwork, man, it's ridiculous. Everything should be electronic by now, surely. But, yeah. Ups, downs, Jesus. But I'm going to end with, not the most bizarre, but the weirdest one ever. Sunderland inquired to Norwich about Stephen Naismith on loan. That didn't happen because they couldn't agree personal terms. Couldn't agree personal terms for a fucking loan deal. You're telling me Sunderland couldn't afford to pay Stephen Naismith's wage when we've just clearly, I dread to think what he's going to be getting fucking paid, just broke our own club transfer record. I mean, honest to fucking God. And you're telling me we can't afford Stephen Naismith's wage. The fucking weirdest news of the day ever. Absolutely ever. Could be worse, could be Borough. I mean, the daylight robbery that Aston Villa have just committed on them is unbloody believable. Traore for Adoma. Adoma is piss miles better than what Traore ever was in the Premier League. It's just absolutely fucking mental. Honest to God. I tell you what, Middlesbrough, I'm sorry Middlesbrough fans, alright? I show some respect to your club because you worked hard last season to get back to the Premier League. That's fair enough. All due credit there. Fucking Aston Villa really, really fucking saw you coming, that's for sure. So, leave your comments below. Let me know what you thought about all the fucking ups and downs of yesterday. Jesus Christ, I'm dreading the comments now. Go ahead, name all of them, it's fine. Fuck, I'll try my best to reply to them. But I've got a busy weekend at work, off on Sunday, so yeah, I'll do my best to reply. Subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, happy days. If you didn't, well, hey, tough shit. I'm not here to please everyone, Needs must. I'm off anyway. Gotta go cut my hair. It's getting a bit fucking long. End up looking like fucking Wacko Jacko before long.